It also teaches impulsion and balance, timing. All right, timing is so important.
Yes.
Okay, because if you don't have timing, you really have nothing. The horse is going to be confused, because if I ask him to drop his head, and if I ask him to drop his head and he drops his head and I don't let go, what's that teaching him? Nothing.
Nothing.
Right. So once he drops his head, I have to immediately say, that's what I wanted. All right. Every single solitary time, anytime he gives you the correct response, you have to release the pressure that you've added to get the cue.
Okay.
All right. So that's in that third. Those are the three main things that I've worked on him with. Okay.
Okay.
And he's fairly good with all three of them. Is he perfect on all three of them? No. All right. But again, he's a used car.
He's come a long way.
Yes, he has. So let me show you basic control first. Then I'm going to show you some lightness. Then I'm going to show you some rhythm. I'm going to give you little exercises to do when you get home. Do you have all three of those DVDs yet?
I have the first one. I need to purchase the other two.
Okay, good. Well, you can do that from our website.
Okay.
So basic control. The very first thing you're going to do is teach simply, can you go forward? Now, again, going forward is one of those things that I teach very specifically. Everything that I teach has what I teach is called exclusivity. Everything has one cue for one response, right?
That made a lot of sense.
Yeah, because the way I analogize that too is if I say, what's 2 + 2?
4.
Not today, it's 6. Okay? Would that make sense to you?
No.
All right, not at all. Right? And we couldn't have
good.
we couldn't have an economy. Well, we pretty much don't anyways. But we couldn't have much of anything, right?
Right.
If you didn't have that math didn't have specific rules. It said this plus this equals this. Right? So go forward is that way. If I squeeze with my inside leg, all right, or inside leg, left or right, depending on which way you're going, and I squeeze at spot 1, I want that inside leg to move forward first.
Okay.
Okay. Now, something that we're going to be teaching you also is I want you to go back to spot 3.
Which is by the back girth?
Back by the back girth.
Okay.
Let me spin around so everybody at home can see too what I'm doing. All right. So 1 is basically right here at the girth line.
At the girth line.
All right. 2 is going to be right where my legs hang normally. All right.
Alrighty.
3 is back here by the back cinch. Or if you're riding an English saddle, it's back where your hip starts. All right.
Toward the cantle.
Exactly. So 1 says go, 2 says go faster, 3 says move your hips left and right.
Okay.
Okay.
Go faster, move your hips left and right.
Correct.
Okay.
So right leg that direction, left leg
That
that
direction.
direction. Okay.
In spot 3.
And spot 3.
Okay.
All right. The other thing you're going to need to know too, with doing this, he's going to give you some incorrect responses. So let's say I was going to squeeze. I'm not going to squeeze my right leg because it'll give me the right response. Let's say if I was going to squeeze with my right leg, but I actually squeezed my left, and gives me the wrong response.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get that again. One more time backwards. All right. So I'm squeezing my right leg, and it gives me the left leg instead.
Okay.
Do I let him go?
No, you back him up.
Exactly. Stop him immediately.
Delete.
Because he gave me the wrong response.
Delete that and go back to the right response.
Correct.
The right response. And set him up for success. That's the other thing I saw in your DVD.
Yep.
Make sure that you put your horse in the position that he'll be set up for success so that he's more apt to work with you and be happy about it.
Right. Because the other reason why we do that too, and the reason what she's saying by setting up for success is that I'm taking if I'm going to be going to the right here, I'm going to take this right leg and I'm going to step it one little step backwards. Okay, so now the right leg's behind the left leg. That way when I squeeze with the right leg, my right leg, that leg comes forward first. Okay, that's setting up for success.
Exactly.
And the reason I do that, not only because he's going to help him learn quicker, but it doesn't allow him to practice the wrong response.
Good.
Because if he practices the wrong response, he's learning the wrong response.
Exactly.
Okay. And I don't have to keep saying wrong response, wrong response, wrong response. I can just simply say, that's correct, let's go on. All right. So usually I do this along the fence. Let me walk on over there. All right. So the reason I do this along the fence is because it's easier to control them right here. We're going to ask the horse to go down this rail to the right. All right. So we're going to take a step back. Now go forward. Okay. Now I'm going to let him take 4 or 5 steps. Then I'm going to say right, left, right. All right. With the feet. As that foot's coming forward, when it gets in this back position and it's starting to break over and fall forward again, I'm picking up this inside rein on that right leg and saying, take a smaller step with that foot.
Okay.
Okay?
Slow it down.
Slow it down. Take a smaller step with the left foot, but I don't release the right.
So you hold this one and then hold this one and then ask again with this one.
Correct. It's very simple. You say, hold, hold, more pressure.
Okay.
Okay? The reason I do that is because it's different than turning to the right. All right? I'm telling that foot to stay in that slowed.
Same direction.
Right. Stay with that slowed position. All right? Don't take another bigger step. Because if I'm turning to the right, what I'm going to do is say right rein, release, pressure, release, pressure, release, pressure, release, pressure, release, pressure, release. Because I'm wanting him to take a smaller step. But when I'm asking him to stop, I'm going to say right, left, right.
And it's going to be easy when you're up on the saddle. I notice is that if you watch the shoulder go forward, you know that the foot is about to, that's when you pick the rein up.
Correct.
Okay.
I usually, well, when I first started teaching this, when I teach this to other folks, I usually say, look right here, okay? Right above where the breast collar is going to be. Because this part of his shoulder is going to dent in. It's going to kind of sink in a little bit. When that foot's about to go back, it's in the backwards position, it's sunk in a bit. And he says, okay, when I come forward, it pushes back out. All right? So I know I can use my arms, my eyes, my way I'm feeling with my body and saying, all right, I got the timing down.
Stop your horse from bucking now. Stop the bucking and start riding again. Equine behavior expert Ryan Gingerich has the solution. His 2 DVD set contains over 2 hours of easy-to-follow proven methods. Train your horse at home today. Order now and get Ryan's 2 bucking DVDs jam-packed with over 2 hours of proven training methods to stop bucking. Plus, if you order right now, we'll give you a 1-month membership to Ryan's Connection Club absolutely free. But wait, that's not all. We will also send you a bonus 1-hour training DVD. Order the Stop Bucking DVD right now. You'll get 2 hours of training instruction on 2 DVDs, a free membership to the Connection Club, and a bonus DVD free. That's 3 DVDs worth over $100, a free 1-month club membership, all for only $29.99. Call now or go online to order at RyanGingerich.com. Call or go online now. Get the very best step-by-step guide to helping you and your horse. Get Ryan's new book called Beyond a Whisper. No matter the issues you face, nationally acclaimed equine behaviorist Ryan Gingerich has over 20 years of horse training and encapsulated it in one book called Beyond a Whisper. Years of horse training experience, methods based in science and not old-fashioned cowboy tricks. Real help with proven results. Order Ryan's new book now and save. Order online at RyanGingerich.com.
So once you got go forward, then you're gonna have to work on stop, all right? And I do this 5 to 7 times correctly. Okay. The reason I do that is because there was a gentleman who, very smart guy, was a scientist, who found that animals learn in best of sets to 5 to 7 repetitions, okay? So, and a horse is pretty unique because he doesn't have a whole lot of connectivity between 2 lobes of his brain, all right? So if you train one side, you gotta train the other. So the cool thing about it is once you do the left side, and you do that 5 to 7 times correctly, then you can swap sides. What happens to that left side, it gives that left side time to make those connections. Those neural pathways start to build and get stronger. All right?